What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Dermy Wormy, and you know what? I think people are finally starting to understand why tokenism's a problem. I finally think people are starting to understand it. Don't know why it took so long for people to understand it, but apparently the Peter Pan trailer has actually wakened people up to the reality that tokenism isn't quite okay and is kind of a form of bigotry of some sort, a bigotry of low expectation, hand-me-downs. Eric July has gone into great detail on why it's bad, but Peter Pan and Wendy, Twitter is pissed over Black Tinkerbell, would rather have a new POC characters. Yeah, I mean, that's been one of our largest arguments for a long time, is a new POC character. Hate saying that word, but not because racism, but because it kind of feels demeaning. Just new characters. That's one of our big complaints here is, okay, you can have these characters, just make new ones. You can have these characters, make new stories. Quit giving me hand-me-downs. That's been one of our largest complaints this entire time, but why don't we get into it? People think Disney's choice to make Tinkerbell in the upcoming Peter Pan and Wendy flick instead of making a new character for a person of color is a terrible move. Yeah. I mean, we've been arguing that for a while, but hey, several years too late. And now Twitter is up in arms over it. What a shock. I mean, to be fair, yeah. I mean, Twitter angry. What day ending and why? In case you missed it, Disney dropped the trailer for the live action film Tuesday, with fans getting a first look at Yara. Yara. We'll call it Yara because I'm not even gonna try. As everyone's favorite pixie, but a bunch of people are complaining about the switch up, saying it feels like the company's more interested in image than inclusivity. Yeah. Wow, shocker. Multi-billion dollar company cares more about its image than actual inclusivity. Shocker. I mean, we've been saying this for years now. They don't care. They virtue signal. They're casting individuals based on check boxes. It is racism. They don't care if you're actually good. They just want to hire you for skin color purposes, and it's sickening. That's been the argument, and it's kind of weird how it took Tinkerbell to wake people up to this. Why is Tinkerbell the one that had to wake people up to this? We've been yelling about this for years. Why is this character getting race changed? Why is this character getting race changed? Oh, it's because of diversity. It's because of this. It's because of DIE. It's because of constantly all this, honestly, racist crap. Why can't it go back to, hey, the best person for the job? Or, hey, let's actually cast the person that looks most representable, is best for this position, looks most like this position. You know, do that. And then, hey, we can create new characters for everybody else. Why can't we go back to that? Oh, well, that's racism. You get this. I really like this, and let's be real. I'll come over to this individual because I obviously obviously a right winger, uber conservative, obviously. Disney couldn't care less about making new stories with POC characters. They just put POC people to play white characters. And that shows, 1, how lazy Disney is, 2, how racist this is. It's like they don't think POC people deserve their own stories. Besides, like, 3 animated movies. Yeah. Again, it's been an argument we've been making for years. Well, why keep changing people? Because it's a hand-me-down. Give them new characters, give them original characters, make their characters good. Work that angle instead of doing the lazy race changes. That's always been an argument that we've been saying, but I think, you scroll down here, you get Jane Theory, the lovely Jane Theory, always so adorable. Exactly. This isn't representation. It's it is an insult, and POC needs to stop being so, I'm gonna butcher this, desperate to accept secondhand characters when the studio could afford to create new ones and invest in established brown characters. Yeah, always fantastic. I love this. It is amazing, and also Jane Theory, always amazing. Love Jane Theory. Such a bubble of joy and goodness. You get this one. This is exactly the same argument people who were called racist and bigoted for years were making. Again, I go back to that. We've been making this argument for years. It is sad that it took this long to take. You know, you get this individual who I've seen before saying, well, technically Tink ain't white. Well, we'll hop over here real quick, which is another article where they have another thing, but they do say fans are also outraged that diversity in film almost always involves the appearance of black characters, while Hispanic or Asian characters are still being neglected in most cases. Good point. Kind of a good point. Then you get this line, and we'll get up here because I actually really like this line too. On the other hand, Tinkerbell was originally just a glowing ball that accompanied Peter Pan, so she's actually a character that any person can play. Just a glowing ball that accompanied Peter Pan. Just a glowing ball that accompanied Peter Pan. Almost like there's evidence to the contrary with a simple Google search. I mean, come on. But we also had this one. And I really do like this one too. So instead of giving, I really hate saying POC because it just feels so demeaning. Instead of giving POC their own movies or making new movies with POC characters, they decided to just make white characters black for some reason to be like, hey, we are so accepting, we support everyone. This is so weird. Other than princesses and the Princess and the Frog, there isn't any other. And for everyone saying she is a fairy or whatnot, that is not the point. We need movies for POC original characters and not just race swapping old ones so they can profit. Wow. Again, does not look uber conservative. Let's be real. Seriously doesn't look conservative. I'm like making a point when I say this. This is obviously not a conservative. These are people pointing out the truth, pointing out that this is our argument for the past several years. I'm bewildered that it took this long. You didn't see a whole lot of people saying that when it came to the Little Mermaid trailer. Look at that ratio, though. Look at that ratio. But it took the Peter Pan trailer for people to finally realize, hey, this is kind of racist. I just keep going back to, and I'm happy people are finally waking up to this. I am amazed people are finally waking up to this. I'm just thinking, though, it took you this long? It took you this long to realize how bigoted a lot of this was, how insane a lot of this was. And no, it was a hand-me-down. It was always hand-me-downs. Eric July says it best that most Hollywood only sees validity in, I'd hate talking about race, I really do, but most Hollywood sees validity in white characters and white people. So they race change them and hand them down. And I honestly believe that. It really does look like that's all they view. You always have to have these hand-me-downs over and over again when I'm sitting here saying, why can't you just make a new one? Why can't you just make new characters? Why can't you just make new individuals? New stories, do all that. It'd be fun. Who knows? Maybe these characters could rival the old ones. I do like Princess and the Frog, mind you. I thought that was a fun movie. It was a fantastic movie. I actually still listen to a lot of the music from that movie. That's always been our argument. It has never been, hey, I don't like this character because he's black. It's, hey, I don't like that you have to change this character to fit some quota because it's wrong. That's just my thoughts on it. I am glad more people are waking up to all this. I am glad more people are calling this out, rightfully so. And let me get your guys' thoughts down in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it out with friends, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video and go live. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.